how was the feeling when you reached the number one in 1993?
Well, it was very exciting. It was in Millstreet, as you know. Millstreet was it was a very singular experience because, Millstreet became Eurovision Town, and it was a great feeling to win on home ground because it was the first time we ever did.
What feeling was it when you heard that you are the winner and you are in Ireland and the Irish were so can be so enthusiastic?
Yeah, they certainly can. They certainly can be very enthusiastic. They were up singing "Ole Ole" and dancing around like as if we just won a football match. We could have won the World Cup at that stage. It was excellent. It was an excellent feeling. It's very hard to describe how it feels to walk out on stage, and it's exciting enough to win, but to win on home ground where everybody's looking at you and they all know you and they've been rooting for you, it's very, very exciting.
And did you expect it, your win, or not?
No, I didn't.
Totally surprised.
Yes, it was a very big surprise. It wasn't until the last 4 or 5 votes that I realised that we could possibly win. That's when I got very nervous. I was fine up until then, very relaxed, but for that particular time I was pretty nervous now.
Did you like Eurovision songs before, or was it totally new when you came to Millstreet?
It was very new. I mean, everybody watches, whether they admit it or not, they all watch the Eurovision. I enjoyed the Eurovision to watch. I never really thought I'd be involved in it because I'm come from a more of a R&B soul background, so I didn't think that kind of fitted into Eurovision. But somehow, when this song was offered to, every year I get offered a song in the National, and just that particular song took my fancy. I really liked it, and so I decided to go ahead. But I wasn't really very much into Eurovision before that.
And was it a big hit in Ireland? Because in Germany we didn't hear that song that much.
It was number one here for about 7 weeks. It was a very long time. It was the biggest selling single for nearly 10 years here. Now, in saying that, Riverdance has broken that record since, but and I'm sure Boyzone have done a few since, all the same, being home ground again. But in saying that, I think that it's been very exciting from my point of view to be associated with such a successful song here. As you say, in Germany it wasn't as popular, but I think that there needed to be a lot more promotion, a lot more support for it, and it's very rapid. You don't get to release it till after the event, so it doesn't quite make the shops in time to make up for the fact that perhaps maybe people would like to buy it, say, straight after, because too much comes in all the time. It's like any chart; it's very difficult to keep up with it.
And what are you going to do now? Are you still singing, because it's 4 years ago now?
Yes, I'm still singing very much. Actually, I'm singing quite a lot at the moment. I recorded an album in Nashville with John Jennings, who produces Mary Shapen Carpenter. I'm not sure if you know her, but very successful. It wasn't country.
Carpenters or?
No. She's a folk singer kind of thing, and she. But it wasn't country by any means. It was light rock. It was more into the style of what I did, and it was very exciting. But I have an EP hopefully coming out at the end of the year, just in Ireland and Britain, and then we're going to move out into Europe. So I still sing quite a lot.
So you're often in America. Do you live there?
No, I don't live there. I still live here, but I travel an awful lot, and I do have a green card. I have the rights to live there, and I should by rights be living there, but I find it hard to leave home.
You've worked in a bank, haven't you?
Yes, I did.
How did you become a singer?
Well, I'm singing a very long time. I mean, I worked during the day in the bank, but I sang at night. I mean, I sang on the Commitment soundtrack, and we recorded that in 1990. I think it was released in 91, and so I've been singing a very long time. I've been to the Grammys, I've been to all the big events, so I mean, it wasn't like I just walked out from behind the cash desk to start singing, although it did appear that way.
So you're now a very well-known face in Ireland, aren't you?
Oh yes, from that very day I was a very well-known face. All right, and it hasn't really waned in 4 years. I really thought that it should work, and people got so accustomed to seeing me, around the place and having a good time, and especially this week as well.
Do you think that Eurovision has a chance in the future?
I think if it continues to update like it is, yeah, I think so. I think regardless of what people say, they still watch it in their droves. I mean, 350 million people, there's not many things that people watch in that amount. I still feel that there's a little ground to make. I think it's not so much that the Eurovision necessarily has to change that much. I think what has to change is people's attitudes to it. I mean, certainly from my involvement, I changed my attitude quite a lot. I was quite surprised You know, and no matter what you say, 350 million people, to stand up in front of that amount of people is just quite phenomenal.
Yes. May you sing us a little note from In Your Eyes, just a refrain?
And in your eyes, I see the light leading me home again. It's heaven in your arms, my love. My heart is in your hands. In your eyes, seems so right. I see forever in your smile. This woman is a child again when I look in your eyes.
Wow, brilliant. Great.
Thank you.
It's a good song and
well, it's
great voice.
Thank you so
Wish you
much.
best of luck for the future. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.